The gentleman's
I want to
recognized.
thank Ann Wagner for her tremendous leadership and for her courage in authoring this important bill. Mr. Speaker, in a Florida abortion clinic, Sequoia Williams delivered a perfectly healthy live baby girl at 23 weeks. The clinic owner took the baby, who was gasping for air, cut her umbilical cord, threw her into a biohazard bag, and put the bag into the trash like so much garbage. Heartbroken, Ms. Williams later had a funeral for her baby girl, who she named Shanice. Mr. Speaker, why are these live births so little known? And we're talking about, in most cases, perfectly healthy babies who are killed, but they survived. The Philadelphia Inquirer did a cover story years ago called The Dreaded Complication. And in it, the abortionists were complaining that so many children were surviving late-term abortions, and they didn't know what to do. The partial birth abortion ban, where the baby's brains are sucked out, which we did, the ban, but the actual procedure was in part a response to that. They wanted to ensure that the baby was dead. But in that article, Dr. Willard Cates, former head of the Center for Disease Control Abortion Surveillance Unit, said, and I quote, "Live births are little known because organized medicine, from fear of public clamor and legal action, treats them more as an embarrassment to be hushed up than a problem to be solved. It's like turning yourself into the IRS for an audit. What is there to gain? The tendency is not to report because there are only negative consequences." Philadelphia abortionist Kermit Cosnell, one of the few who got caught, was convicted for murder for killing so many children and women at his abortion clinic in Philadelphia. The grand jury described it this way: Gosnell had a simple solution for unwanted babies. He delivered them, he killed them. He didn't call it that. He called it ensuring fetal demise. The way he ensured fetal demise was by sticking scissors into the back of the baby's neck and cutting the spinal cord. He called that snipping. These children are not junk. They cannot be treated as so much garbage. This legislation tries to say we need to protect them once they were born after the abortion. The Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act seeks to end, or at least mitigate, this egregious child abuse by requiring that a health care provider must, and this is from the bill, exercise the same degree of professional care, skill, diligence to preserve the life and health of the child as a reasonably diligent and conscientious health care practitioner would render to any other child born alive. Why can't we have that standard to try to save that child? The bill empowers women upon whom the abortion is performed to obtain appropriate relief in civil action. Yeah, we passed a bill like this. Steve Chabot was the prime sponsor years ago, but the enforcement has been almost nil, if not none. This is humane, pro-child, pro-human rights legislation, and I hope my colleagues on the other side will realize these children have great values, and they should not be treated like junk.